Let's see. Yes. 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 Thumb. Hi. Yes, bro. Yes. Yes. Yeah, bro. Yes. Yes. Literally everybody. Sure. There's a sure. Dude, everybody says yes. I just want to pull up a hate message, dude, but there's none of them on here. I asked Snapchat this morning. I said, you know, if I were to just make a video of me getting stuff done, would you guys just want to watch it? Because I've got some stuff I got to do to the Miata today, and everybody, as you just saw, wants to see it. There's things that I have to do every day on my cars that sometimes I wouldn't really think about filming, but today I kind of just want to film a day in my garage just working on my project Miata, especially since we haven't done that. So today we're going to install this floppy little dingus into the car, and we're also going to do a few different things with the Miata, but most importantly, I've never opened up the motor of a car before, and it's going to be pretty odd, but pretty exciting, actually. And then we're also going to check the spark plugs we're going to change the spark plugs no matter what, because I know after the track days that I've done, those things need to be changed. But let me show you why we're changing the valve cover gasket. Dude, whomst ever did this. This gives me an incurable disease looking at it. I don't know whomst in the world decided that RTVing the whole freaking valve cover was a good idea, but like the gasket is like no longer even there, and this car's got a really, really bad oil leak, and I'm hoping that this is the source of the leak. I'm hoping that the car doesn't burn oil, rather it just loses oil through the valve cover. So we're gonna be replacing that today and doing the spark plugs and just getting work done on this baby. Dude, check that out. My dipstick doesn't reach down and touch the oil anymore. O'Reilly delivery, dude. I think you need a decal. I think this guy needs a decal. There it is. All right, now that we've changed somebody's life today, it's time to move on to the Miata. Let me show you guys how this is gonna go. First, we're gonna have to remove the pluggers Z's, and you gotta move the PCV hose, or I think it's a PCV hose, I can't even remember. But you gotta move this little dingus over here, and then we've gotta remove this, basically everything attached to this. But this right here, this is the valve cover. And what we gotta replace, like I said earlier, is this just whatever device is around this thing. We just got to remove all that, clean it up, and replace it today. Oh, well, that is just... Now that we've got everything disconnected, and by the way, this totally just snapped, which is to be expected because pretty sure that hose is as old as this car. We actually just had to do this hose over here the other day, so we can just make a new one. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start with the middle and then go in a circular motion when you're loosening it. When you're loosening the valve cover, you want to go here, then all around like this. This thing's barely tightened down. Oh my God. No wonder I'm losing so much oil. That's loose. That's not loose. Dude, oh my God, no wonder it's losing so much oil. Dude, look at this. Look at this. Trying to pull the bolt out. Watch this. This oil, this one doesn't, look at this, the back pressure of, dude, that's just terrible. Dude, there's so much RTV on here that I'm gonna have to pry it out. Oh, that sounds so gross. This might trip some people up trying to find these, but the last two little bolts are these little guys right here. The 12 millimeters are holding the coil packs on. There's one right here. There's one right, can you see it? It's right there. Here we go, baby. Oh. Oh, yeah. Look at just the incredibly crappy job they did back here on the PC. Oh my, it's like, It's actually in here. It's in the motor. Ooh, the timing belt actually looks really good. I meant to, that's one thing that's really cool about whenever you take the valve cover off, it's always good to check the timing belt. I'm gonna check under it a little bit to make sure there's no cracks or anything like that, but this looks like it's actually doing pretty good over here. But it looks like a new hire from AutoZone did this. Dude, this is... Here's a great example, kids, of what a valve cover gasket should not look like. Here you go, Nate. You want this, dude? Happy birthday. Get the crap out of here. This is so cool. I've never opened up an engine before. Like, dude, look at this. This is, I've seen what like cams and stuff look like, but like that's the cam. It's a little bitty cam. This is freaking crazy, dude. Oh, you see the valve springs from here? This is some dangerous stuff. This is really cool. Now we're just gonna let this sit here and collect dust for a little while, because it's really healthy for the engine to do that. While this is off, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some, doesn't really matter what you use, but we're basically gonna get all the grime and all the oil. I'm gonna take off all this old RTV. Basically, we're just gonna clean everything off and also flip it over. We're gonna clean off the top too. I'm not gonna be repainting it today. I might repaint it eventually, but no, not today. Look at this monster I just pulled out of there. This blows my mind. This blows my mind, and it's making me a little bit angry. So nasty, dude. So nasty. Punch whoever did this right in the mouth. After spending legitimately about 30 minutes on this, I finally got pretty much all of the RTV out. Like, look at how much is all over the floor. Look at that. All that was just in these little crevices. Hopefully, your situation looks zero like mine. Hopefully you guys don't have to deal with any of that, but what I did was I got a little bitty screwdriver, I got and just loosened it all up, and then I put some, I'm using Simple Green here. Usually I try not to be brand specific here, but I don't really know much that's comparable. You can also use brake cleaner, I guess. But I let it just kind of soak, and then what I did was I took this old toothbrush, which this is just my daily toothbrush. I'll probably end up just cleaning this off and just using it tonight. I used this, I literally just went through it, I just scrubbed, and to make sure, you know, especially in the corners, I just made sure that everything was out of here, because I don't want anything built up into these little crevices, especially this little part right here. Make sure you spray some stuff in here, and make sure there's no residue and gunk left over in these little areas right here. And I'm gonna actually just wash it out with water in a bit. Now, you can do that. You can do that. However, it needs to be completely 100% dry whenever you put it back in the motor. On the motor, yeah. 100% dry. Fast forward a little bit more time, I went ahead and cleaned up all the corners where I'm gonna be needing to put RTV. There actually was RTV like on some of the cam, I guess, whatever, I don't even know what those are called, but some on the bolts that hold down the cam. So they did a really bad job of doing this, but I'm making sure I do a really, see, I mean, you get RTV on like wires and stuff. Now I'm doing the spark plugs. We're gonna go ahead and take out the spark tubles. You're just gonna basically stick it down in that hole right there, be really gentle, and take it out. Also, you will really benefit if you have where is it? Oh, here it is. If you don't own one of these, this is something every car enthusiast should have. It's a magnet that extends. Boom, Viagra. Look at that, dude. Voila! Let's see what these spark plugs look like. Oh! Ooh, that's actually not, that's pretty bad. Here's numero dos. It's not the worst thing in the world, but definitely time to replace it. Numero tres. Yeah, they're all about the same. And numero cuatro. Yeah, this one looks like it got a little hot. Cool. Definitely time to replace them. Now what I like to do is I like to just hand tighten it down with this. Just be very careful the way you're threading it. Be very, very careful. And after it starts to get a little bit tight, then you can move on to the ratchet. I saw it. I think we're pretty good. We're pretty good here. Now we need to move on over here again, and we need to wash this little sucker off, and then honestly we can get everything back together and we'll be good. Now that I've wiped this off, I'm gonna let it set there for a little while. I'm gonna make sure this fully 100% dries off. One last time, we're gonna take it out to the light. Make sure there's no water in it, or no buildups or anything like that. Anything wet you see at this point will still be oil, just absorbed into the metal most likely. Isn't that just so much better than that nasty RTV? Bogus? It just fits in there so nice. The final step of this is to take your really stinky, I keep calling this RTV. Actually, it is RTV, but it's also called like liquid gasket or whatever. It also smells really terrible. It smells really bad. But what we're gonna do is you are going to use RTV, but only in certain places. So for one, it needs to go in these little corners. So right here, that corner, some in this corner, and this corner. And then you also need only this little back corner right here. So basically, I don't know what this is called, but where the cams meet, that's the only places on here you need RTV. You need just enough to where it seals these little corners right here. Get it in there, get it on there, get it on there. Oh, come on. Push this little thing back. Get back there. Oh. Nice and snug. I think we're pretty good. As far as torque measurements go, there are specific way. I don't have anything that actually torques down in inch pounds, but you don't want to tighten these down really tight. You want to make sure that they're obviously solid and in there. I mean, mine was okay. I did track days with basically hand tightened bolts, as you saw earlier. But you want to make sure that it's just tight enough. It's the factory manual, I believe, says 45 to 75 inch-pounds of torque. So it's not that much. It's just enough. So just eyeball it if you don't have one of those. That's what I'm going to do. It's not that big of a deal. You'll be fine if you don't do it exactly. Now I'm going to get some dang spark tubes back in there. I'm going to go just pop them right in there. I'm going to be good, all right? Oh, it's back together. So I made a hose here, which is a little bit long, but it doesn't have any bends in it, so that's all good. Since I'm the Hulk, I literally broke this bolt off in that thread, so that's gonna suck trying to get that out eventually. But hey, it's back together. But here's the deal. I now have to start it up. And one, that's unfortunate because we still have not done the custom exhaust yet. We're doing that tomorrow. So we have to hear this car. Two, we basically got to see if there's any oil leaking out. We got to let the car run for a little while. And if there is any leaks, then I did something wrong and I have to start over. So let's just really hope that this car runs. Let's give it a go. I'm also hungry. I'm ready to get some food. I need some food in my belly or I'm gonna die. Please, baby, please, 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 please. After a few finishing touches, we're gonna just drive it around the neighborhood and see if it drives okay. Because sitting here idling is one thing, but I want to make sure this car actually moves around. I actually think that my neighbors hate me now. it sounds like it's not. I don't know. The problem right now is the exhaust is so loud that I can't actually like tell how the car is running. Like the exhaust literally comes up into my butthole and it shakes all of my insides, and I can't judge anything what's going on here. So it drives okay. We're gonna make the custom exhaust for it tomorrow, and if it does need more work, since I'll be at a shop with the lift, we might correct some stuff then. But I think everything, it drove okay and accelerated okay, but because it's so loud right now, I just don't even want to try and accelerate it. And because there's literally there's like zero back pressure in this car right now, so it just doesn't accelerate at all. But we'll see. It looks like everything's good in the car, I think. I guess we'll see. Maybe I'll blow the car up, who knows. After everything that happened today, I not only feel like a pretty capable mechanic now, which I'm totally not, but I feel that way. I feel like a race car driver. Let's go get some dinner, baby! Hi, can I get a box combo?
Do you want bottled water or water?
Bottled, please.
I'm sorry, did you say bottled water?
Bottled, yes.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Hello, 1 box combo, no toast, extra sauce with the bottled water, $7.80. Here you go, your order will be right out.
She's gotta think I've got something wrong with me. Actually, I probably do have something wrong with me. That is gonna be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching today. I'm glad I ended up doing this. Yeah, I don't know what else I was gonna say, but I'm glad I did this. Thank you guys for your support and your feedback on Snapchat. If you don't follow me on Snapchat, go ahead and follow me. Link's always in the description, and I popped the link up for you, right? Or this little code on the screen for you. Anyways, I'm really hungry. Thank you guys so incredibly much for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn those notifications on so you can keep watching more videos. And at the end of the video, make sure you click on one of those annotations at the end screen so you can keep watching videos as well. And guys, I will see you guys next video. Peace out and be victorious. Oh man, I actually can't believe I did all of that without screwing anything up. Kind of unbelievable. I'm pretty dang proud of myself, dude. You know what I'm saying?